Okay, what is up, people? Welcome back to another stream. Hope everyone is doing good. Welcome back. Another stream. Like always, guys, if you are enjoying the stream, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It really does help out the channel. I really should make sure I do that during the stream as well, because I always do it at the start. I forget to do it during. But yeah, if you are enjoying the stream, please be sure to like and subscribe and hit the bell as well, so you don't miss out on any uploads or streams in the future. If you are new, please be sure to check out the Telegram. Excuse me. Please be sure to check out the Telegram. Link in the description to that, also at the top of the chat. Share my updates, trades, watch list, videos I create, so feel free to go and check that out if you haven't done already. And I do have my affiliate link to IC Markets at the top of the chat there, so if you're looking for a broker, feel free to check them out using the link if you want to. But yeah, guys, welcome to the stream. Watch, as always, welcome. Hope you are doing good. Lillian, what is up? Good morning, good morning. Check gold, of course, we'll take a look. Anus, what is up? Hope you're doing good. Looking to sell gold at 1971. Okay, few gold requests, we'll take a look. Bala, what is up? Analyze USD, pound NSD. Okay, Vanessa, what is up? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. So yeah, a few requests for gold, so I guess we'll start with gold then. So yeah, gold for me, still pretty bearish. Unfortunately, it does not look like we're going to test the 2K mark, which is the zone that I'll be looking to short gold from all week. And yeah, we're kind of just failing at these highs in the lower time frame. So gold, I do expect more downside. Still looking at, well, price right now is visiting 1955, 1950 area. And I do think we can probably get to 1940 or just below it into that prior low there. So I still do see more downside for gold leading up in the next, well, maybe for the end of the week. We'll see how price closes for on Friday, but nonetheless, I still expect more downside. A little bit sideways as price is respecting this support level here, having a tough time to break through. But if it does clear this level, 1936, I'm looking at the next destination for gold. We've had a really strong attempt trying to break through these highs here to try and push the 2K, but eventually the bears stepped back in and the market had a heavy sell-off since then. Now we're back at support that the market's failed to break through for the past few days. So if that clears, 1936 looking pretty likely. Anish, you said you're looking to short gold at 1971. 1971, where are you? Okay, so on the retest of the structure, not bad. Yeah, the market is still printing those lower highs, so it's not a bad place to short. The market is a little bit sideways, but a simple play back down to the prior low does make sense, because after all, we are still seeing good momentum to the downside and failure to take out the prior highs as well. So we could be seeing a lower high developing around here, and the market slowly print to the downside. So yeah, not a bad place at all. It's a little bit sideways, but nonetheless, we are still seeing good momentum, as you can see with the bearish legs. Still seeing a lot of momentum here to the downside. So that's kind of what I'm looking at for gold. So I'm expecting this low at 1952 to break, and if price does want to have some retracement back up to this area, again, waiting for your entry confirmation. If you do see some good rejection around these areas, could be seeing the next lower high print for another move back down again. So not a bad place to short at all. I am liking how it's setting up. Also, the break and retest of this low could also be a decent opportunity at 1955. The market can clear that support. Retest on the lower time frames could give you a nice ride back down to 1936. But yeah, gold shorts is kind of the way I'm looking at for this one. So a lot more downside I'm expecting for gold. Again, 2K would have been the preferred area of interest for me, but after yesterday's rejection at that prior high at 1980, there's a very slim chance that we're just going to suddenly catapult to 2K and then sell off. The market's had kind of two attempts at trying to see that bigger retracement, both failed miserably. So unless maybe some news is going to cause some volatility for gold and gold's going to push bullish, and we're going to see that. Even if we do push up there, it doesn't even look like a good opportunity anymore. We might see a slight reaction, but the fact that the market's triple bottom here and now breaking through that resistance might mean that we do something like this, push up, retracement, and then maybe retest some structure to go higher. So that 2K sell is is not looking likely, and even if it does happen, probably not the best opportunity going anymore. It looks like gold is going to have those smaller retracements and eventually roll over to 1940. So yeah, I'm still expecting more downside for this one. Dollar's still looking pretty strong. Last time I had a look, see, yeah, dollar's still ripping to the upside as well. Dollar is coming to some key areas where we might see some slight pause. As you can see, if I connect these major lower highs being 1, 2, 3, also key level of support. This is when the market consolidated briefly, big strong move to the upside, and since then we sold off. So this is an important level as well, around 104,500. So coming to some interesting areas for the DXY, but as of right now, everything is still pretty bullish. So until we see some hefty rejection around this area, dollar's still displaying a lot of bullish momentum. So that could definitely play into gold shorts as well. USD, pound NZD, will take a look as well. Josh, what is up? Good day. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing great. Hope you are as well. Wong, what is up? Hello, hello. Melvin, Eurocad, no problem. We'll take a look. Are you into copy trading? No, I'm not into copy trading. A few people have been asking me that, to be fair, recent. Don't know, is it copy trading become popular or something? Because all of a sudden, like 5-6 people have asked me in like the past 5 days. But no. Zesty, what is up? GJ, of course, we'll take a look. Roland, what is up? Good morning, good morning. Mighty King. Hope you're doing well. ADC Chef, will take a look. It is good to see you back again. Thank you. It's good to have you on the stream as well. Ali, what is up? US 30. Okay, we'll take a look. Let me go through USD and pound NZD first before I forget. Okay, so where is USD? Okay, so yeah, USD broke shot to the upside. So yesterday we were talking about USD, and I said it kind of was in a weird place right now because although we've had this bearish structure, so obviously sell off, pull back, another sell off, very aggressive pullback, sell off again, cleared the lows. Then we had the NZD news, and obviously price since then rocketed to the upside. So yesterday we were trading around here, I believe, and I said if we can break structure, which the market has just gone and done, breaking through the highs here, now this means that we can get some good buys in, once we get some retracement. Obviously not now. The market is way too bullish. You don't kind of be buying now unless you're already in the trade. So yeah, USD pullbacks and some longs are looking pretty good. We were looking at the high time frames at a very pivotal area for USD, which we kind of just kissed, which was this area here, along with this resistance or cross here. As you can see, the market kind of just kissed the level before looking to reverse quite hefty after the news came in. So this could just be another major high low in this kind of corrective uptrend. As you can see, we've gone from making lower lows here to now making higher lows. This could just be another one, and could be seeing a revisit of the prior highs up there at 1.8. So the way I see USD playing out is high time frame structure looks to be back in play now. 4H low time frames are following that kind of direction. So I'm looking at some pullbacks and high lows. As to where, not quite solidified yet. I'm not looking at the retest of this resistance. It could play out, but it's just a little bit shallow because we've had this humongous push to the upside, and now the market's kind of correctly moving up. So yeah, the break and retest is an opportunity, but I'm not quite liking that. The market can push up a little bit more, then yeah, the break and retest becomes decent. Probably get some good fib levels at that area there as well. If you can push higher, maybe come into the 50 or something like that. But I'm not liking the fact that we've just broken through that level and now moving a little bit correctively just above it. So I would like to see a deeper retracement. As to which level, not too sure. Maybe this one, but it's not the strongest one in the world. And I'm not too sure we'll come all the way back down to this area here. Although that would be a nice place to buy USD from. So yeah, I think for this one, just wait for a bit more development. Some levels will start to form as price moves up and down and fluctuates. But in terms of direction, yeah, it would be bullish on USD, looking for more upside. And if the higher time frames take control, we could be seeing a move all the way back to 1.8 into those prior highs. And pound NZD, something similar as well. Yeah, well, this one's actually almost there too. Price absolutely burst through some solid resistance. I was looking to sell this one coming to this area this week, but as you can see, the news just broke through that level like it was nothing, and more importantly broke through the highs here on the left, and obviously these highs too. So again, for pound NZD, yes, they said we can get a pullback, and then continuations. Haven't really seen that. The market's been far too bullish. So yeah, with pound NZD, there's not much to do here. There's not much to do. You know, you could possibly look to sell at resistance. Again, that's not really my cup of tea. I'm not really looking to trying to go against momentum. As you can see, high time frame still displaying a lot of bullish momentum. Could be looking at a move back to the highs there at 2.049. So yeah, for me, the best thing to do is wait patiently for some pullbacks. This one, a retest of that high does look good, because this one's cleared it a little bit further as well. So a retest of this structure could present some really nice buys for continuation back up. But obviously, we got to wait patiently for the retracement to happen first. But yeah, pound NZD definitely bullish, definitely bullish. There might be some short-term sells at the high there. Again, not really my type of trade. I want to be going with momentum rather than against it, and momentum from a high time frame perspective, 4H as well, is looking very, very bullish right now, especially with just breaking that major structure on the left. So yeah, I just want to be seeing some pullbacks now for pound NZD and more upside as follows. So yeah, still pretty bullish on both of them. Again, they're very similar pairs as well, so it kind of makes sense. Let me know what you're looking at for those pairs too. Euro CAD, we'll take a look next for Melvin. Pound Yen as well, take a look. Aussie Swiss, US 30, Euro USD is bearish, I think you meant to say there. And Pound USD, yeah, I mean, I haven't actually really looked at Euro USD today, but dollar is flying, so I would expect Euro USD to be heading down. Pound USD is looking a little bit bearish as well. But yeah, let me take a look at Euro CAD first, and Pound Yen as well. Okay, so Euro CAD, not really a pair that I've been focusing on lately. I do like the higher time frame price action. Weekly is looking very, very good. You know, I keep talking about these major lower highs. We've got a high over there, lower high, potentially a third one as well, especially with this humongous down move breaking significant structure on the left too. So I'm looking at a lower high forming. Excuse me. I'm looking at a lower high forming somewhere, and a move back down, and this is the level I'm looking for price to come into. So if I can see some better structure essentially develop around these areas, I will be looking for some shorts. But right now, price is very, very correct. We've had this very aggressive double top pattern here, reversal, as we can evidently see. And since then, the market has been in this kind of sluggish downside move. So I want to see momentum come back in, sort of like what we had here, start seeing some good strong momentum and some clean lows and highs developing. And then I'll be interested to look for some shorts. I mentioned yesterday that there could be some shorts, you know, in the retest of this level. I'm not the biggest fan, but it could see the market roll over. But I'm not interested yet. Again, I still do see a long way to go for Euro CAD back down to 1.43. And if it is going to be a major lower high, we could go a lot further as well. So I'm kind of just waiting patiently to get some good structure like we had on the left, well, kind of here as well, to start forming here. But maybe if we can clear the support level here with good momentum, there could be a nice break and retest to go to the downside there. So that could be a possibility, but again, that's a long way from materializing. But EuroCAD, definitely want to keep an eye on. But as of right now, I'm not too interested because the price action is just a little bit too sluggish for me right now. But if it picks up some momentum, picks up some pace, I will be interested in shorts. But yeah, that's my bias. I'm looking to short EuroCAD, looking at a lot more downside, 1.43, kind of next major level. And yeah, we could probably go a lot further as well. But yeah, EuroCAD shorts looking pretty good. And Pound Yen, I haven't looked at that one since yesterday's stream. Pound Yen still looking pretty choppy, but overall still fighting for its life to the upside. Excuse me, still fighting for its life to the upside. Maybe it's going to break to the upside. Again, it hasn't broken through yet, so I'm not going to call anything just yet. I'm still deeming this to be price stuck in consolidation right now. I need to see some confident candle closures above these areas, 172,500 or below 171,230, to start signifying any breakouts. But yeah, right now price is still dancing in this daily and weekly resistance. So as you can see, again, overall market structure is still pretty bullish with pound yen. So I'm not really too keen to short the market. I'm not keen to buy the market either because of where it is. If it can start breaking through, then yeah, happy days. Some pullbacks after, then yeah, some longs look good there. But only when we start doing that, will I consider looking to go long on pound yen. Right now, market structure is not bad actually. You know, still seeing good momentum. Just right now, kind of in that very corrective phase. So, you know, if we could see similar price action here, you know, come back again to the upside, so a nice little break like that. You know, retest the consolidation, that could provide a really nice long opportunity. I have noted before that, you know, pound yen is kind of in some uncharted territory. It's not all-time highs, but it's been very, very high, and we haven't been here for like, I don't know, like 7-8 years. I think 2016 was the last time we were trading at these prices. So we're probably gonna have to use psychological levels as targets. Because, you know, looking to the left, there is nothing there for a long time. So, yeah, with pound yen, I'm just waiting to see what happens after we break out consolidation. Anything inside the consolidation, I'm not interested. I know some people will be looking to trade back and forth within it. You know, feel free. But for me personally, I'm looking to wait for the breakout and then trade that momentum. And sells, I'll be interested in sells if the market breaks down and starts giving some lower highs and some lower lows. Then I'll be looking to short. So, you know, around here, I'll be looking to short. Not straight away because it's still counter trend, but if you can start actually printing some bearish structure, then yeah, I can probably play around with that. But right now, market moving sideways, I'm looking for a break to the upside and then some momentum. But anything apart from that, I'm just sitting on the sidelines with pound yen. Very choppy market indeed. Let me know what you're looking at pound yen as well. Aussie Swiss we'll take a look at next, then US 30 as well. Euro USD, pound USD, NZJPY we'll take a look. NZJPY no problem, pound USD. Vivek, how do you know which is minor level and which is major level? Just in terms of the strength of the support area. Like for example, you know, this would be minor level of support. And then this will be a very, you know, strong level of support, major. Reason being, we're seeing big levels here, big reaction from price, and this is just giving us very, very small reactions to the upside. So this is a lot stronger than that. So this would be like a major level if price was to break through this. If price was to break through this, I wouldn't necessarily indication that, okay, we're going to reverse right now. It would be an indication that, okay, that support's failed. Maybe we're going to take a deeper pullback. If the market breaks through this level, now I'll be like, okay, we probably are going to actually reverse now. So I'll be looking at some seller opportunities shortly after. But this, if that breaks, I'm not really looking at that as a significant break and we're going to reverse. So the definition is not really like set in stone as a, you know, A plus B equals C sort of thing. It's kind of just looking at price and just seeing how we're reacting with certain areas. And, you know, major levels are typically swing points as well. So if the market's going to create a swing low or a swing high, those are normally major levels as well. But minor is kind of in between. So it's kind of, you have to make up your own decision based on that. But like this would be a minor level of support here as well. As you can see, that broke, didn't really do too much. You know, this is kind of like a minor level of support as well, giving us kind of, you know, smaller moves to the upside. And, you know, these would be majors. That would be a major level of resistance too. So it's kind of, you kind of gauge it on your own. But the big difference is major levels are normally swing points and stronger levels, minor just kind of weaker and not necessarily swing points either. Nike, what is up? Welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing good. Matt2645, what is up? Currently looking at W2I for longs from 72.942. Could even enter market order now. What's your thoughts? Clear. Okay. I will take a look at oil. I haven't looked at oil since last week, so I'm not really too sure what's going on with it right now. But we will be sure to take a look. Euro yen, Kevy will take a look too, no problem. Bro, I saw the fake Miko yesterday on Insta. Actually, fake Miko. Yeah, it does. It's crazy. It's like, am I the fake version of myself, and they're probably the real person? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I mean, I need to have a word with him. Like, how's he getting more followers than me, and I'm actually Miko. Yeah, it's quite funny, to be fair. But yeah, I mean that that account I think meshes so many people, because a lot of people were asking me, have I messaged them? And yeah, I just woke up yesterday morning, yesterday or the day before, I think yesterday, yeah. And a lot of people just said, have you messaged me? Have you messaged me? And I haven't messaged anyone. So yeah, it's weird. It's weird. But yeah, I mean that's not the first account that's kind of cloned my page, but that's definitely the first account with more followers than me. So it's interesting. Anyway. Okay, so what did I say I was going to look at next? Aussie, Swiss, US 30. Okay, let's go take a look. ADC Chef, where are you? There you are. Okay, so Aussie, Swiss, roll over to the downside. So, yeah, with this one, it's interesting. I'm not such a big fan of how things are unfolding here, but in terms of the direction, I'm very, very bearish on Aussie, Swiss. Still looking at price coming back down to the lows here. Still looking at price coming back down to these lows at 0.586. And I'm looking at price probably going a lot further than that as well. We've got the all-time lows. Not too far away. I mean, it is pretty far, but I reckon we can get there sooner or later. So with Aussie Swiss, I'm still expecting more downside for this one. And markets sort of picking up some pace. I mean, to be fair, CHF pairs are not the most cleanest pairs to trade in terms of the quality of their structure, but it's not too bad, to be fair. So simply just looking at pullbacks and continuations to the downside. I'm not quite convinced, but yeah, I'm definitely 100% bearish on the pair. So I'm not looking at any buys at all for Aussie Swiss, ANSD CHF, CAD Swiss. I'm still pretty bearish on them. I'm currently short pound Swiss, and yeah, I'm still expecting more downside for 0.586. I'm expecting more downside for Aussie Swiss down to 0.586. So yeah, pullbacks to that level look not bad. Obviously, how we react with that is very, very important to see if we're actually going to reject that level or not. But as you can see, the market is printing these lower highs. Let's see if we can get another one. And, naturally, you would be looking at those prior lows as targets. So, yeah, Aussie Swiss pullbacks. And then more downside. 0.596 is looking like a not bad area to short from. Obviously, clear level of support in the left. Slightly broke through. Now we turn resistance there too, and sort of seeing some good momentum. Not really any strong impulsive candles. Like here, for example, that would be nice if we got that. But yeah, beggars can't be choosing. We're not always going to get the crystal clear setup. But nonetheless, structure's still pointing down. Higher time frames are pointing down. New lows are being created. New lower highs being created as well. So your best bet is looking to short. And these prior lows look for some good logical targets to aim for. So yeah, keep an eye on the retest of that structure if we get it. But yeah, I'm definitely bearish on Aussie Swiss. US 30, this one bled to the downside. Some nice momentum there, clearing out these lows, which is what I was talking about yesterday. I said if you can clear these lows, that would be fantastic, and that's exactly what price has done. So now you're just looking at pullbacks and some more shorts, because again, if you look at the higher time frames, the market's basically just failing at this critical high here in the weekly. As you can see, very aggressive sell-off. Market came into the area, rejection again. Market is creeping low with these lower highs, 1, 2, and a third one. So I'm looking at price revisiting this support level here, 31,500. So that's where I'm looking at US30 pushing back towards. And yeah, now we're just looking at some pullbacks. So the break and retest of this level is on. We've cleared it by some distance, so it's not a bad setup. I'll still be eyeing up this area here as well. It's a slightly deeper pullback and probably to a much kinder Fibonacci level, coming to the 0.618. So that would be a very nice place to look to short from. But nonetheless, we could still get the retest of that prior low and sell off. So yeah, US30 in terms of the quality of the setup is looking pretty clear. Seeing higher time frames, link up with the lower time frames as well. We're getting some nice bearish momentum and still seeing some lower highs. Obviously got the high up there, next lower high, next lower high. Let's see if we can get a third one at one of those two areas, 33 or 33,200. And yeah, shorts up to you. I was talking about this being a clear target of where price can come into. We're kind of coming into that right now. So that could give us a slight bounce to the upside, and we can look for some shorts off the back of that. Next targets, we got a nice little low here, and obviously you got the daily, weekly lows down there too. So US30 shorts look pretty good, but yeah, pullback is a must. So keep an eye out on US30. I think it's looking very good. Yeah, it's interesting because US30 has been very bearish, and then US 100 is very bullish, and US 500 is kind of in between. So like US 100 bullish, US 30 completely bearish, US 500 is kind of doing the best of both worlds. But yeah, shorts 100% for US 30 going forward. Okay, we'll take a look at so US 30, Aussie Swiss, Euro USD, Pound USD. We'll get through some major pairs. And we'll go through oil as well. Euro Yen 2, AUD USD, no problem. Why you start stream after London Open has passed? Is there a particular reason? No, not necessarily. I mean, I started the stream like 2.5 years ago on 10am because I used to only trade the 4H candle. I used to only trade the 4H time frame, so I used to enter and exit my trades in the 4H time frame. So the reason why I started my stream at 10 a.m. is because that's normally when I take my trade for the price action from the London session, and then when it closes at 10 a.m., which is UK time, that's when I normally take my trade. So that's why I started my streams. Then I actually did it for 4 hours. So I started at 10 a.m. and I finished the stream at 2 p.m., which would be the first kind of 4H candle after I've entered the trade or maybe exited. So that's why I started at 10 a.m. But yeah, I mean, I just kept going at 10 a.m. because it's a nice time. It's not too early. And again, I'm not really a day trader either. So when I'm looking at my trades, I'm only looking at hourly candle closures for my trades. So I just kept doing it at 10 a.m. and it stuck. Jacqueline, what's up? Thank you so much for subscribing. Really do appreciate it. Okay, let me go take a look at Euro USD, Pound USD next. Okay, so Euro USD. So yeah, Euro USD looking particularly bearish. I said we were coming to some nice areas for some longs. It's kind of like DXY just flip basically. So they're doing the exact same thing. But if I drag this across, you can see. Oh, I forgot to draw on the level. If I drag this across and highlight this level here, you can see we have come into a very significant level here for Euro USD. Big sell off to the downside, and then the market continue higher. So this is a very key level of support and resistance. And again, it's a daily level. So the daily could break through, but by the end of the day, it could wick and pull back up. So it's important to see how this current daily candle closes. The last daily candle closes a bearish shooting star into the level, but it doesn't really mean too much because we haven't broken through yet. So if we see this candle here just create another wick to the downside, and maybe tomorrow as well, there could be some really nice buys going into the week ahead. But yeah, drop into the 4H, we do have very clear bearish structure here. Market's consistently making lower highs and lower lows, as we can evidently see. So if the market can push up, break some structure, pullback. There could be some nice buys maybe leading into next week, because obviously today's already Thursday. And I don't think that will develop by Friday either. So probably next week is probably what we're looking at for Euro USD. But if we can start breaking some structure to the upside, some buys are looking pretty good. Because even though the 4H is looking like it's breaking through the zone, this is definitely a daily zone. I haven't drawn this on the 4H time frame, so I'm going to use daily candlesticks to signify if we're going to break through the level or not. And we've crept below it a little bit, but the daily candle still has 11 hours left before it closes. So it's going to be important to see how the daily candle closes, but quite frankly, I'll just be focused on the 4H time frame, waiting for us to break structure to the upside, create some high lows, and then I'll be looking to anticipate more upside. So Euro USD buys could be looking good. Again, like I said, probably next week is probably what we're looking at, but if it happens quicker, it happens quicker. But yeah, I need to see that break of structure, because again, the lower highs are very prominent. We could easily slip in another lower high on the retest of this prior low here, this support here, which is just broken. Market could creep back into that. Area, retest it, sell off again, and break structure again. We don't have to hold this level. The market could easily break through, but yeah, if we can break structure to the upside, see some nice impulse momentum, then yeah, buys will be looking pretty good going ahead for Euro USD into next week. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at for Euro USD. But yeah, you are right, price is looking very, very bearish right now for Euro USD, so I wouldn't be jumping into any longs until we see that break of structure, until we see a good rejection of this 1.075 area. And yeah, you could probably be still focused on the shorts and low time frames. I probably would back away, because we're coming into a very important area. So coming into the week, I said there could be some nice short-term sells for euro off the next pullback. But now I probably wouldn't advocate that because of where we're trading. We're trading right in that big daily zone. You don't really want to be selling into that zone there. So yeah, if you can break structure to the upside, get some pullbacks, yeah, longs will look good. But right now I wouldn't touch it. I'd wait for price either to really pull away from the zone, and then the sells after that look a lot better, or push through and then get the buys after. But right now we're at a very pivotal point, and same thing for the DXY as well. DXY is kind of at this exact same area, but just flipped. So if I draw it in, as you can see, support level here, big move to the upside, sold off. And then we've got the successive lower highs as well. Let me just draw that a little bit tidier. 1, 2, and 3. And possibly could see a move back down. And exact same thing with Euro USD as well. Could see a move right back up. So yeah, Euro USD, DXY both at very pivotal areas where we could be looking at price changing direction. But yeah, as of right now, they are bearish. Euro USD is bearish, dollar's bullish, but all can change very, very quickly. So just keep an eye out. If you're looking to trade them, I'll stay on the sidelines for now. It's not particularly clear as to what's going to happen next. We could still easily break through, and the exact same, we could still easily reject this level quite heavily. Until we do one or the other, then we can start looking to getting involved. But in the meantime, I'll wait for a bit more information before jumping into anything with Euro. And Pound USD it's still looking pretty bearish, but quite correct. We haven't really set the market to light here. We have seen some nice bearish structure here, as we can evidently see. Successive lower highs coming into the week. We were looking for price to creep back underneath that resistance level, which, as you can see, the market just about did there, broke underneath there, and we're seeing some really nice downside since then. So Pound USD, how far can we go? I'm not too sure. We're not really seeing really good momentum, to be fair. I was expecting us to really start picking up some pace after rejecting 1.245 as resistance, but we haven't really done that. So we could still roll over. But yeah, we're kind of just moving in this descending channel here. So I'm going to just keep an eye on Pound USD. I'm not really looking to do too much with it. There could be some lower time frame sells coming back into some key areas. Let me just move that zone out the way. We know it's there. Could see maybe a sell-off from this level here. As you can see, nice consolidation, broke to the upside, aggressive sell-off. Could see a retest of that coming to that trend line as well, give us the next lower high in that channel, and still see some more downside. So 1.241 could be an interesting place to look for some sells. maybe a 30-minute time frame, maybe 15-minute as well if you really want to refine the entry. And yeah, shorts to the downside. So bearish from pound. Pound's crept underneath a big level as well. So shorts and pound look pretty good still, actually. Euro is kind of coming to a very solid level of support. So if you're going to short one of the two, I would steer more to pound USD than euro. Because at least for pound, we're trading away from a key level, whereas euro, we're trading in towards a key level. So that's a big difference. But nonetheless, still seeing some good structure here. So 1.241, keep an eye out for that. But yeah, I'm not too sure what's going to happen with pound because, yeah, unless we pick up some pace, maybe we actually pop bullish eventually. But yeah, it's not really looking too thrilling to trade. Lower time frames, yeah, 30-minute, hourly, 50-minute, you can get, probably a decent short-term sell. But yeah, from a 4H perspective, I'm kind of just sitting back right now, just seeing how things develop a little bit. Is anyone trading pound USD or euro? AUSD we'll take a look at as well. And that one was falling to the downside aggressively yesterday. Roland, can you do another day in the life? Yeah, sure. I was thinking of doing one. But yeah, I will schedule one in. Pick a day that I do something interesting as well. Or I could just do a generic day in the life, which is not too exciting, but that's literally a day in the life for an accurate representation of how a day in life is for me. But yeah, sure, I will work on another one of those. What do you think about using COT as confluence in trading? Yeah, I mean, again, a bunch of traders use it as confluence in trading. I don't particularly use it in trading. Never really have, and again, it's just the way I view it. It's just another confluence you can add to the reason why you're buying or selling a particular currency. Will it work 100% of the time? No. Will it work more time than not? If you use it correctly, yeah. So yeah, it's just another confluence you can add to help make sure you're picking not the right trade, but a higher quality trade. So you can have your technical criteria confirmation, and then if you want to whip out the COT data as well to make sure that it lines up from that perspective too. That could maybe filter out some trades too if you're looking to use it. Again, the way I see COT is the way I see indicators or anything else special you can add to the markets. The key thing you want to be able to decipher is market structure, market direction, and then you can use whatever you want to use to add confluence to make sure you're taking good quality trades. So if you understand COT well, then yeah, you use it if you want to, but it's not a necessity. But again, a bunch of traders use it in their own trading. I'm not one of them, but if you want to use it, go ahead. Okay, so Miko, could I ask a favor? Would you be able to make the watermark a bit darker? Okay, sure. I mean, I have actually moved my screen out of the way, so technically we don't actually need the watermark anymore, but I'll still keep it there just in case if people ask what pair. Let me go there. Oh, that's kind of made it brighter a little bit. Let me go. How's that? But yeah, I haven't actually moved my camera down. It used to be up on the top left covering the pound USD, but I moved it down there so you can see the pair clearly, but I'm just going to keep it there just in case people start asking for what pair I'm on. But hopefully that's looking good. Much, let me know. Euro yen, yeah, I did say I was going to do Euro yen, did I? Okay, I'll go through Euro yen first, and then I'll take a look at AUSD next. Gold, sure thing, we'll take a look. Red line, USD CAD, we'll take a look, no problem. Wish I can read the COT, just sounds complicated. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it depends where you get it from, because you can get To be fair, I don't really know where to get it from, but I've seen some data, some tables representing the COT data. It looks pretty straightforward, to be fair. But yeah, there's a skill to reading it, definitely, because if you gave me the COT data now, I wouldn't know what to do. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure you can learn it from somewhere. Anyway, so Euro Yen, we'll take a look next. So how is Euro Yen doing today? Okay, so still pushing to the upside, but struggling to break resistance and also struggling to break support. So yeah, Euro Yen, I am just kind of on the sidelines with. It's not one of the yen pairs I'm focused on. I was looking at coming into the week, AD JPY, NZ JPY, and CAD JPY. Both of those, all those pairs are kind of in a weird place right now. Some have broken through my areas, some haven't actually got to my areas yet. Euro Yen kind of just was a little bit weird. They don't have much confidence with this one at the moment, so I'm kind of just sitting back and seeing what happens. Naturally, the market's still bullish, so could be looking at a pushback to the highs. This could easily still be a lower high as well, so if you do drop to the downside, could actually see some nice sells following some retracement. But yeah, I'm not really doing anything with this one. There could be some nice buys if you do clear the resistance here impulsively. Then simply a retest does look pretty good, because then obviously the market is still printing higher lows, as we can see. If you break through the highs, then that will become a nice place to look to buy from. 149.747 back to highs at 151.264 as well. So yeah, Euro Yen, if you're looking to get involved, the buys above the resistance, not too bad. Same thing as well with the sells. If you can get a nice aggressive sell-off, some pullbacks, and then some shorts after that would be good as well. But yeah, I'm not really to have too much of a clean-cut bias right now. With Euro Yen, higher time frames, still bullish, but in terms of actually looking to buy, I would definitely wait for resistance to clear first to show me that, okay, we are still seeing that momentum at play, and we're likely to continue. But yeah, we rejected the resistance a few times now, so it's important that we do see a break at least. Okay. Where am I? Okay, Andreas, UAD will take a look, no problem. What pair did I say I was going to take a look at? AUSD. So AUSD, USD CAD will take a look at, and then I'll take a look at EURUD. Nike, what is up? Can you take a look at Pound AUD, UAD? I'm looking to short them today or tomorrow. What's your thoughts on this? No problem. Oil, I forgot to take a look at oil. I'll do oil now, then I'll take a look at AUSD after. But yeah, Pound AUD, UAD will take a look too. Bella, what is up? What do you think about USD CHF? Okay, we'll take a look. See, no problem. Ronan, I like the fact you are so realistic. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I'm just streaming my trades, to be fair, my analysis, and that's pretty much it. There's no much more to it, but yeah, I'm glad you enjoy it. Okay, so let me go through oil first before I forget, and then I'll go through AUSD, USD CAD next as well. Amos, what do you think about sales? US 500, 41.66. Okay, we'll take a look at that too. Okay, so let me go through oil before I forget again. Okay, so oil, someone said they're looking to short right now. Yeah, I can't find the comment. It's somewhere in there, but someone said they're looking to short oil right now, or okay, yeah, Matt 2645 looking for longs, not shorts. Could even enter my okay, looking for longs. Okay, so oil. You're looking for some longs. Okay, so yeah, oil holding a very significant level at 71, holding a significant level at 71. So for me, longs are not bad. Because I do expect to see oil probably reverse from this area. But yeah, we're quite choppy still. So I probably would hold off the longs for now. I understand probably looking for the break and retest of this level here, 73, looking to long from that, which does make sense, but we still do have all this bearish, did not mean to do that, we still have all this bearish momentum here on the left as well. So I would say stay away from longs for now until we start seeing more convincing price action to the upside, because if we are going to reverse, there's a long way to go if the market's going to reverse. Just like we had some really good shorts here on the pullbacks there to the downside, there will be some good long pullbacks to the upside. Maybe not as much, there might just be one opportunity, but there probably will be a good opportunity to take. Right now, we're kind of still in a weird place where we could be looking to reverse, but at the same time, we could also look for another sell-off to the downside, because we haven't broken through any major structure yet. And we're coming to some key areas there on the left as well, which I wouldn't recommend jumping into some longs towards. So oil buys look okay, but it's just a little bit aggressive here. So personally for me, I'll probably wait for a little bit more momentum to the upside, some more bullish structure printed. Then yeah, longs after that will be looking a little bit more appetizing for myself. Again, not that these longs can't play out, but just because we're coming to some key areas here on the left, we had an aggressive sell-off, I would probably pull away and hold off the buys. They could still work, but obviously that's just my opinion. So yeah, oil, I do favor some longs. I think we could probably maybe reverse the whole trend, but I do think we can probably come up to some key areas up here. Around 80, because after all we kind of are just consolidating, and we've had a hefty rejection of the lows as well. So yeah, buys not too bad, but I'd say if you can break through 74.60, I think buys will look a little bit more attractive above there going forward. So yeah, that's kind of my outlook on oil. AUD we'll take a look at. So AUD, I believe, broke through the lows, didn't it? Yes, it did. Okay, so AUD is looking interesting now. AUD/USD is looking very, very interesting. So this is the low here. We're looking for price to eventually get to 0.62. And high time frames are starting to commit to the downside. Now, we still got 1 day and 12 hours left before this candle closes. So, yeah, it'll be important to see if we can get a weekly candle closure like this. If we do get a weekly candle closure like this, it could just be game over for AU. And what I mean by game over is that most likely we are going to probably start rolling over and see some good momentum like we had here, like we had there as well, and a bit like we had here too. This is like a big consolidation. So we had an impulse, market move sideways, a bit of like a bear flag there without the incline. And now we're going to see the next wave to the downside. So if we get a candle closure similar to how we're looking right now for AU on the weekly, yeah, I do think it's game over, and we're coming back down to the lows there. So, taking that information down to the 4H and lower time frames, all we're looking at is just really good pullbacks now. And that's it. And that's, how simple it has to be. Once you figure out your direction, then you're just looking for the pullbacks. Obviously, you want to make sure that, you're not just selling the market or buying the market wherever. So you're waiting for specific areas and waiting for your confluences to come together. But in terms of how I'm looking to trade, all I'm looking to do is find a direction and then looking for pullbacks in that direction. I could be wrong with the direction as well, but again, it's a probability game. And in terms of probability, what's the chances of AUD/USD suddenly flying to the upside like this? It's a possibility, yes, but it's pretty low. What's the possibility of price continuing back down to the prior low and basically doing it what it's been doing since the high created in February 2021? Consistent lower highs, consistent lower lows. Most likely the market is going to come to this low. It's not, it can do this, but it's very unlikely. So with that probability being overwhelmingly, to the downside, now I'm just going to be looking to short. So now I'm just looking for good places to short from. This is not a bad place because we broke through good momentum as well. This low here just above it is not a bad place as well. To be looking for the shorts, lower high. Let's see if we can get another lower high into those areas and then get the next wave to the downside. If I whip out the old Fibonacci, you can see we've got the 50, 0.618 in that area there too. So yeah, I probably do prefer this area slightly above it. But coming into this general area here, I will be looking for a lower high to be forming and more downside for AU. As simple as that. So yeah, AUD/USD is looking good. It'd be nice to get the weekly candle closure there as well, just to really, put the cherry on top. But in terms of direction, yeah, it's looking very likely that we're going to see more downside. Which also begs the question, are we going to see more dollar strength, or is AU just going to be incredibly weak? Because AU has been very, very weak, to be fair. But yeah, for us to get a drop to 0.62, that would have to be some dollar strength too. It can't just be a one-man show with AUSD weakness. It possibly could, but we're going to need to see some strength. So does that mean that dollar could be looking to reverse? Possibly. I mean, if that happens, then we could be seeing pound USD taking a big dive, Euro USD taking a big dive as well. We could be seeing NZD USD taking a dive. I mean, NZD USD pretty much moves the same as AUSD anyway, as you can see with the structure. Most likely probably going to see a push to the lows anyway, especially if you can get a good weekly candle closure like we're seeing right now. So, if NZD USD is going to see a push down here, probably going to see some dollar weakness too. So, could be seeing a bigger reversal at play potentially. But again, I'm a big fan of just focusing on the price action you're trading and focusing on the market you're trading. So, when I get into the shorts for AU, I'm not going to really be caring what DXY is doing. If DXY is showing strength, fantastic. If it isn't, I'm still going to jump into the shorts. As long as I get a good opportunity here in AU, I will be looking to dive into it. But yeah, that's kind of my outlook on AU. Price action looking very good. Looks like we're clearing out the lows. Hopefully, you can get a good weekly candle closure as well. And then we're just looking at some good pullbacks. And short. How many pips have we got to the downside from the low? Got about 400 pips roughly. If we can take advantage of just 100 of those pips from somewhere, that's fantastic. Okay, so USD CAD we'll take a look at next. USD CAD gold. Euro yen just did that one. Euro AUD we'll take a look at next as well. S&P, USD CHF, Euro AUD, pound AUD, bunch of pairs to look at as well. Good morning, Jacqueline. What is up? You talk every morning? No, I stream every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I almost forgot what days I stream there. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from 10 a.m. UK time to 12 p.m. UK time as well. So feel free to pop in. I also stream as well with Trader Nick and A1 Trading on Thursdays as well, and I will be streaming with them shortly after at 1:45, I believe. We've got some news to cover. It seems darker than before, but don't worry about it. Might just be my eyesight as I get older. I mean, don't be so quick to put the blame on yourself. Watch, still a young buck. Anyway, so USD CAD, I'll take a look at this one next. Okay, so USD CAD, USD CAD's looking good now. USD CAD, I've added this one to my watch list because we've had a really aggressive breakout, clearing the highs down the left. So simply, I'm looking at some pullbacks for more continuations to the upside. Because the way things are looking for USD CAD is that we've got the high time frame kind of picture, market making consistent higher lows. We've been taking a pause over the past few days, but looks like the market's still respecting key support areas here on the left, so higher lows consistently. And now I'm just looking at market continuing that wave to the upside, back to resistance, all the way up here at 1.39. So hopefully we can get some good buys for USD CAD on some pullbacks. Again, the market was kind of squeezing here, as you can see, or making successive lower highs and also higher lows, but it looks like the market is now broke to the upside, not only breaking through the trend line, but more importantly, breaking through resistance here on the left, which is what I was looking for at the start of the week in my weekly analysis. Now it looks like the market is actually committed to a direction there. So now I just want to see some pullbacks, retest that area, and some longs going forward that are looking very, very good. So yeah, buys for USD CAD going forward, which again still plays into dollar strength as well. So it's interesting. Dollar strength seems to be a key a key factor in a lot of these dollar pairs. Now, I'm not saying I'm expecting dollar to continue bullish for a long time. I'm just looking at the pair I'm looking at. USD CAD is looking bullish. I'm expecting 1.39. You know, connect the dots from there. Okay, so USD CAD out the way. EURUD, pound AUD we'll take a look at. USDCGF, then we'll take a look at S&P as well. Okay, so EURUD, where are you? Okay, I'll just do pound AUD first. So yeah, pound AUD, wow, looking very, very bullish here. So yeah, ever since we broke out the consolidation aggressively to the upside, you know, you're looking at pullbacks essentially for pound AUD. But yeah, it looks like price is just really pushing to the upside here. So unless we have a last minute pullback, which would be very, very nice, it looks like the ship has sailed here. So with pound AUD, you got to be patient. Pound AUD, got to be patient, because unless you're already in the buy trade, then congratulations. If you're not in the buy trade, then all you want to be doing is waiting for some retracement to go along. It's similar to pound NZD, because pound NZD is not too far from the high as well, I believe. So yeah, pound NZD, I mean, it's about to kiss the high right now. So yeah, this one, if you can get a last minute retracement to the downside, you know, retest the structure here, that could be some nice buys going forward. Same with pound AUD, last minute retracement. Will we get it? I have no idea, but you know, this is still looking like a good buy. But yeah, overall momentum is still alive here to the upside. No significant bullish structure was broken, as you can see, and looks like the market's printed another high low there too. So yeah, pullbacks to 1.88 will look good, but I wouldn't touch the market right now. It's kind of just gone. EURUD, yeah, EURUD is actually a decent place for sales, but again, I did say be careful with the sells, because we could do something like this, retest this structure here, and then go bullish. So sales do look good here for EURUD. You know, we do have these low highs at 1, 2, and 3, and unlike pound AUD, EURUD has actually broken through some major structure on the left here, as you can see. So we had higher low, higher low, higher low. Price was trying to make a higher low but failed, and then it actually broke through the higher low there too. So this is actually a decent sell, but again, you have to be careful around these areas. And also, if you do look at the higher time frames, you go to the daily, you go to the weekly. I mean, this is the weekly here, sorry. Weekly, you can see bullish momentum, daily bullish momentum. So although from a structural point of view, the market is broken structure, but you do have to take into account, you know, the overall momentum, the overall kind of movement of the trend. So even though technically we are with structure here with this sell, it's still technically counter trend. At least I'll deem it counter trend anyway. So a take profit here would make the most sense. This could be like a first take profit, move your stop loss to break even, and then, you know, if you're lucky and price actually breaks through the zone, then happy days, you can get a move, you know, back down to the lows here and potentially further as well. But there's a you know, perfect possibility the market bounces from this level and starts heading north, similar to what pound AUD is doing. So yeah, shorts look good. With EURUD, we're seeing some good rejection at this level here at 1.64 or just above it, 1.645. So yeah, you should be looking at some good rejection up there. A move to 1.635 looks good here, but yeah, we could easily respect that level and go north anyway. So do watch out for that. Okay, so EURUD, hopefully that made sense, and pound AUD too. S&P we'll take a look at for ANUS next. What's up, Mauricio? Have a question for you when it comes to entry. What for you is more important, the candle or the pattern? Sometimes the candle shows up before the pattern. What do you mean by that? The candle or the pattern? The candle shows up before the pattern. What, are you talking about taking trades when the candle's still moving, so it hasn't closed yet? Yeah, I'm not too sure what you mean by that, because there isn't the candle the pattern, and the pattern is the candle. Like a bullish engulfing, for example, you know, it's the big bullish candle that engulfs the previous candle that gives us the pattern. So yeah, I'm not too sure what you mean by the question. Maybe I'm just not on the board at the moment, But when it comes to the entry, what for you is more important, the candle or the pattern? Sometimes the candle shows up before the pattern. Yeah, could you rephrase that maybe, or or explain it in a little bit differently? Because I'm lost at the moment, because the way I'm looking at it is right now we've got the entry candle with the bullish engulfing, for example, and then that candle that engulfs it is what you would look to take the trade on. But if you're just talking about generally speaking like candles, then you want to be looking for candlesticks with good momentum and that show good rejection, so wicks and momentum. But the pattern comes with the candle. Okay, so let me go and take a look at S&P 500. Okay, so Anis, you said you're looking to short or long, I believe. Okay, so what do you think of sales around 141.66? Okay, let's mark that on the chart. 41.66. That's about here-ish. Okay, so you're looking to sell the market there. Okay, so let me go into the low time frame. So, I mean, to be fair, US 500 is in a very critical level of resistance. So naturally, sells around here are not the worst thing in the world. Still a little bit counter trend, but the market's having a hard time breaking through. And we didn't necessarily break structure here. It would be nice if the market broke through, like similar to what US 30 did. US 30 really broke through the prior low, so it'd be nice if the market actually broke through this low, got some retracement there, and then sold off to the downside. But S&P, the sales are not bad, but overall we are still kind of drifting to the upside here. So shorts around here, I'll probably focus a little bit higher. Around this level here. Break and retest that level 41.80, get some shorts around there, and then take a dive to the downside. That could be a decent little opportunity there for US 500. 41.66. I mean, I suppose you're looking at this resistance here on the left, but I'm not really seeing too much significance at that particular area. I mean, this is a nice support level which the market broke through a lot of momentum. So 41.80 looks a little bit more attractive. Looks a little bit more attractive to me for some shorts there. But at the moment, I'll probably hang back. So unless 41.80, looking to short there, I would it looks good. But 41.66, I'm not too sure. But and the fact that it's a little bit counter trend as well, it means that you want to make sure that your levels are on point. But of course, take the trades that you need to. Of course, if it fits your plan, do what you need to do. But 41.80 looks a little bit more attractive to me to short from. Again, both still counter trend plays, but 41.80 looks a little bit of a stronger level. So that's where my focus would be on for S&P. And overall, the shorts in US 30 just look a lot better anyway. So that's probably the index I'll be focusing on. But for S&P, 41.80 looks like a better level. And it kind of coincides with this key swing high then left too. Okay. Okay, pound CAD we'll take a look at next as well. Good job, thank you Blue Skirt, much appreciated. Gold, I forgot to take a look at gold before. Take a look. Ryan Goodwin, hey, do you trade retail methods? Yes, I do. I suppose I do. I'm a retail trader. Bello, looking to short BTC counter trend at around 26,689. What do you think of Euro AUD? Okay, just did UAD. I'll take a look at Bitcoin though. Don't forget about gold. Of course, I will do gold next. Good morning, Ashim. What is up? Please take a look at pound CHF. My short open. Yeah, I'm currently in a short for pound CHF as well. So I will go do a breakdown of that pair. Quantum FX Academy. What is up? Good morning. Hope you're doing good. Gold. Yes. Don't worry. We'll take a look at gold. We have different chart on SPX. Actually, my zone is around 41.50 on your chart. Okay, 41.50. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. I'll probably still prefer 41.80, but 41.50 makes a lot more sense. That's a much better level. You know, this is a prior low then left, and obviously that resistance there, major swing high. So 41.50 is a lot more attractive to sell from. You know, take out some of these weaker highs then left, push into that level. Could see a nice reaction. How far it goes, not too sure, because again, it's still counter trend play. But yeah, 41.50 makes a lot more sense. So yeah, keep an eye on 41.50. If that breaks 41.80, could be something interesting as well. But yeah, it would have been nice if the market broke through this low here. If it broke through that low and then retraced to 41.50, that would be a solid setup. But the market's still respecting support here. So that's the only thing I don't like about the opportunity. But in terms of the level, yeah, not a bad level at all. So yeah, 41.50 makes a lot more sense. Which broker are you using? Are you using currency? Not currency.com. I'm using currency. Are you looking at capital.com? I mean, I don't trade indices, so. But yeah, 41.50 makes a lot more sense. Okay, so yeah, I'll take a look at gold next, and then I'll take a look at pound CAD after as well, before I forget. And I'll go through pound CHF, which I'm currently short to. Your short is at 1.1225. Okay, we'll take a look, Ashim. Victor, what's up? Good day. Hope you're doing good. Can you please analyze gold too? Okay, a lot of requests for gold, so let me jump into it. So yeah, gold shorts is what I'm still after. I said coming to the week, 2K is where my interest is at. But yeah, it doesn't look like market's getting there. So I'm gonna have to stay away from pound Swiss, stay away from gold. Pound Swiss is actually the pound trading. So I'm gonna stay away from gold for now. Because 2K was the only level I was looking to short from. There's no kind of backup level to that. And it looks like price is forming these lower highs. So once we break through 1955, which is that support level, I'm expecting 1936 simply. So yeah, gold shorts look pretty good. Breaking we tested that level looks decent as well. You know, price coming back to that prior low around 1972 looks good as well. Possibly forming another major lower high. But I doubt we'll probably get to 2K. So I'm not really too focused on gold anymore. In terms of the bias, it's still pretty clear. I'm still expecting more downside for pound, for gold. I'm still expecting more downside for gold, but we have to be careful because we have a critical level of support, which the market is still rejecting. So don't jump the gun with gold. Yes, the direction is bearish, but we do have a very key support at 1955, which for the whole week the market has been holding. So once that breaks, I think the floodgates could probably open to 1940 because silver has really had a big decline. Where is silver? There we are, I can find it. Okay, so yeah, silver's had a big decline. I think gold could do something similar as well and continue that path, creating some new lows. And probably push into 1940, maybe even around 1850 as well, coming to some highs here on the left. Had a critical resistance here, which gave us a humongous move to the upside. We could even return to some of those areas. But we'll take it one step at a time. So next kind of logical area, 1930, 1940 for gold. But at the moment, still respecting support, so I would be careful. You even want price to pull away from that and then look for the next lower high or break through, then look for the retest and then some shorts. But yeah, in terms of direction, expecting more downside for gold. Pound CAD we'll take a look at, and we'll take a look at pound Swiss after. If you guys are enjoying the stream, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe as well. It really does help out the channel. Thank you to everyone who has liked the video so far. But if you haven't, then what are you waiting for? And also hit the bell too if you don't want to miss out on any streams or uploads in the future. Feel free to check out the Telegram too. I share my updates, trades, watch list for the week, videos I create there as well. So a bunch of things there. Feel free to check out, link in the description to that. But yeah, pound CAD still dancing at this resistance level. So quite frankly, we kind of just got consolidation right now. Price has got these equal lows here, equal highs, moving sideways, you know, not looking too good for pound CAD. This could be another high low in this uptrend. So big bullish swing, retracement, big bullish swing, retracement, possibly another big bullish swing. But right now we're below a very key resistance. So if the market can break through that, then yeah, buys on the above that area look a lot better, possibly the next higher low. And then going forward, could see the next continuation back to highs potentially around 1.713. So the buys don't look too, the buys do look good, but yeah, above 1.685 would make a lot more sense. As of right now, the market's still holding resistance. So we could actually see another sell off to the downside and basically just see the consolidation continue in this area. So shorts look okay around 1.682. If you're looking to play the range, but you know, if you do see a nice impulsive break of that, that'll tell me that the buyers are back in play, and we could probably, you know, look to ride that a lot higher. So pound CAD, if you're looking to trade this one, stay patient. If you can get break of consolidation, buys will look good. Same thing to the downside as well. Break of consolidation, you know, sells on the retest will look just as good as well. We've got some nice lows here we can target as well. But inside that kind of range between 1.672, thank you so much, Sidwell, for subscribing. In between 1.672 and in between 1.68, I'll probably hold off. That's kind of a very choppy consolidation, and I would stay away from that for now. But a strong break either direction, I do think could print some really nice sells and nice buys, depending which way we go. So keep an eye out for that. But right now, I'm not really too interested in pound CAD. Okay, so yeah, pound Swiss currently in a trade for this one, in some drawdown. Price is not moving too well. Hopped into this one yesterday. Yeah, hopped into this one yesterday around 9 a.m. And since then, price has been moving sideways. It's been wicking in and out of profit, so it came to the downside nicely, came back against me. And since then, just moving sideways. These are my TPs. Not the best risk reward in the world, but overall very, you know, high probability play, which is why I still took the trade. And I'm looking for a push into 1.11 as my first TP and into 1.103. 1.103 is my final TP. Basically back into the daily resistance. So I'm looking to see if I can get some downside here for pound Swiss. Price is still rejecting my zone, but overall kind of just moving sideways. So it might be a thing where price is just kind of waiting for some catalyst, maybe some news to get going, but overall kind of very corrected price action. I'm looking to see if I can get that next third lower high for next drive to the downside, and then the continuation into the lows. If I do scale to the higher time frames, you can see the market is still printing new lower highs. 1, 2, 3, 4. See if we can get another one here 5 times, and then another push back down to support, and then potentially even a bigger break eventually as well. So the overall play for pound Swiss is still a lot more downside longer term as well. I do think 1.07, this support level here, is going to break. I don't know when. It could be on the next down move. It might consolidate a little bit further. Yeah, from a higher time frame perspective, you know, the bears are still very much at play, as we can see here. So I'm still looking at a lot more downside for pound Swiss. Trying to catch that next daily lower high, the 5th one. But yeah, right now the market is just a little bit sideways. So staying patient here with pound Swiss. That there is my first target. So I'll look to break even and take some partials at that area. But obviously we need to get there first. So where do you say you are currently short, or 1.122 something? Okay, 1.1225. 1.1225. 1.1225. Okay, so it's all the way up here. Very nice entry. Very nice on that wick there. That was after we had the inflation news for pound. Very, very nice entry. So what's the plan for the trade? Are you Still in the trade? Yeah, okay, you're still in the trade. Yeah, what's your target for the position? Tanjib, what do you think pound CHF sell right now? It's at the top of the downtrend channel. Yeah, it's not a bad place to short, to be fair. Of course, I'd wait for price to give you another signal first. So if you can get a nice, strong bearish engulfing, not a bad place to short. The market is a little bit choppy, so you might actually find better trades out there in different markets, because the fact that we haven't really picked up momentum yet, is not the best sign, to be fair, to be jumping into a market that's kind of sideways. But, if you're keen for pound Swiss, you can get maybe a nice shift in price action here, a shift in momentum there, sorry. A nice bearish engulfing could be a nice catalyst for entry, and then stop loss above the area, and then you take advantage of the trade. Much better risk reward than my trade. If you're looking at something like that, you could be looking at 1 to 5, and mine's half that. But yeah, not a bad place to short. Not a bad place to short pound Swiss. Still looking for that next lower high. Market is kind of moving in that descending channel anyway, so we could still see another big swing to the downside there. So not a bad place to short. But yeah, the entry candle is going to be very, very important. So keep an eye out for a shift in momentum for your entry signal. If not, then the market's probably going to still move sideways anyway. So probably best to stay away. But yeah, a few of my trades recently have been moving sideways. CAD Swiss moving sideways against Miko Aodu. But we will see. I'm long S&P short. I'm long S&P shorts. I'm long S&P shorts. Wait, are you buying or selling? I'm long S&P shorts after rising wedge plays out a bit more on 4H from around. Yeah, I'm not too sure what's going on there. You long or short? No problem, happy to help. Entity CAD, we'll take a look. No problem. Euro Swiss, Hanish, we'll take a look too. Lance, ADNZ, yeah, ADNZ, I just took a loss on ADNZ. I hopped into ADNZ yesterday. Shorted this one just after the stream ended. Took a loss on ADZ. It was a good setup, but price didn't respect the area. It was moving sideways a lot. Again, a lot of my trades be moving sideways. But yeah, had some entries on this one. Price moved sideways. Hoping to see the next lower high form. Had some really good structure and some good confidence into that area. 1, 2, and 3. But obviously, price just wanted to break through the structure. So we'll keep an eye on A's and D, but if we start breaking through the resistance and start seeing some solid candle closes above, that will completely invalidate the setup. So I will kind of be staying away. But yeah, looking to catch a move to the downside here for A and D. But unfortunately, the market is not playing ball there. So for me, for A and D, I'm kind of waiting to see how this pans out with the next 4H candle closure. Because if we are starting to break through this, we might actually be taking a deeper retracement into some structure around here, coming into some plays there around 1.08500, and possibly see the next lower high in reference to the daily time frame up there if we start breaking through resistance here. So it could open up the door to actually a lot more long opportunities to the upside for AUD and D. But I will be keeping an eye on that 4H and more importantly the daily candle closure as well. But yeah, agency, I'm out that trade, but currently still in pound Swiss. So we'll see how these develop. But my bias for agency is kind of just neutral right now, just to see what price does with that zone. If you do see a solid 4H candle close and some momentum pick up from that, then there could be some longs on the break and retest to take that to the upside. But at the moment, yeah, the shorts are fading, so I wouldn't be doing anything right now. But we'll see how that develops, because there could be some longs followed by some really good shorts higher up. I might just enter the trade a little bit too early. But at the moment, only in pound Swiss, which I could possibly look for second entry, but I think I'll just leave it because, again, it's very, very choppy. Not really seeing good momentum right now. Okay, so we'll take a look at entity CAD, was it? Entity CAD, Euro Swiss, which is similar to pound Swiss anyway. Any active trades? Yeah, currently in pound Swiss shorts. Golden Glow Trading Academy, what is that? Pound yen, we'll take a look too. Euro USD buy 1.07. 09, should I hold? Okay, I'll take a look shortly. Let me just go through Euro CHF and NZD CAD. Okay, so NZD CAD, where are you? There you are. Okay, so NZD CAD, yeah, very, very bearish coming to the prior low. Yesterday I was saying some shorts could be looking good if you're having a retest of this structure here, which we could still pull back into. Overall, we still have this descending channel at play. Market still respecting the highs here, as we can see, respecting the high there, and still rolling over. So could be looking at price creating some new lows. Wouldn't be surprised if we do that shortly, to be fair. But as of right now, you do want to see some pullbacks to catch that next lower high. We've obviously got the double top there, break of structure, lower high, lower low, lower high, new lows sort of thing. So that's kind of what we're looking at here for NZD CAD. We are looking at some more downside for this one, back to 0.818. But yeah, at the moment there's not much to do. I wouldn't buy it. I know it's at support. Could see a bigger move up. Potentially this is still the big bull flag on the daily, impulse correction impulse. So that is still at play. But for me, I'm waiting for more evidence before I jump into any longs. I'm not really a fan for reversals. So potentially could see the trade play out, but never a trade that I will look to take, me personally. But the sales right now, humongous impulse to the downside there. If we can get some retracements to 0.837, I do think we can follow that with some nice sells to the downside, maybe some new lows as well. Even just back to the prior low will make a lot of sense there too. So yeah, NZD CAD shorts going forward still look pretty good. Keep an eye out for it. But yeah, at the moment, I wouldn't say there's much to do. Okay, so hopefully it made sense with NZD CAD. Euro Swiss we'll take a look at next as well. So yeah, Euro Swiss, looking at more downside for this one. This one's so corrective. So yeah, I'm kind of just staying away from pound Swiss at the moment. But in terms of direction, I'm expecting a lot more downside from it. I'm looking at 0.96500. So that's still the main target is all the way back down here. So that's still the overall kind of vision for Euro Swiss. But I'm just not willing to get involved whilst price is moving like this. So I want price to pick up some momentum, get things going again. And hopefully we can pick up some pace and then get some quality shorts later on. But yeah, Euro Swiss I'm not too happy with. Direction, yes, but what is this? This is crazy price action that does not want me to be trading it. It's just messy. So yeah, Euro Swiss, if it can pick up some momentum to the downside, I will be keen for some shorts because yeah, high time frames look good. Weekly, monthly, daily, 4H, everything is still pointing to the downside. So the likelihood is that we're going to see more downside continuing, and we've got lows down there to target. But yeah, I'm just not seeing good trades. Maybe a retest of this area here. If we see a bigger pullback, something like this, maybe that could be a bit of a trade there. Lower high 1, 2, 3. I'm not a fan, to be fair. But if you are keen to trade it, that could be an area to look at there, around 0.976 for some shorts. But yeah, not the biggest fan. Okay, so Euro Swiss, pound yen, we'll take a look over, and the JPY will take a look too. Euro USD buy at 1.07309. Okay, I'll just go through pound yen, then we'll take a look at the buy in Euro USD. Use JPY, Patrick, no problem. Tangible, what is up? FRA 40 looks like a clean Elliott wave formation. I'm looking for a sell if there's a breakout in the daily trend. What do you think TP for the trade will be? Okay, we'll take a look. No problem. Let me go through pound yen first. So yeah, pound yen, I did this one earlier, so the price action is pretty straightforward with this one. Right now the market's kind of just consolidating, so I'm kind of just waiting for price to develop a little bit. And what I mean by that is breakout, because right now we're kind of just consolidating in this mess, which is up at a very key resistance here on the daily chart. So the way I'm looking at pound yen is that there's not much to do. There is not much to do in this resistance. So yeah, if price can clear it, fantastic. But as long as it stays kind of moving sideways in this area, I'm just staying away because it's too speculative, too indecisive. You know, price could break up, could break down. Higher time frame is still bullish, so I do favor the buys overall. But am I going to buy the market now? Definitely no. So if the market can break to the upside, like I said earlier, see something like we saw here, just there, you know, that could be beautiful. And then we look for corrections and continuations. High, low, high, low, high, low, high, low. That looks like a good opportunity there. But right now, just consolidating this mess, I would stay away until we pick a direction. So yeah, keep an eye out for that for pound yen. But at the moment, just very, very choppy. Okay, so Euro USD. Okay, we'll go take a look. 1.07309. Where is that? 1.07309. Let me just mark it on. Okay, so roughly here-ish. Not exactly, but it will do. 308, almost on it. Okay, so yeah, okay, so I imagine you jumped into the trade recently. Yeah, I mean, the market is very, very bearish. So obviously the buyers you're taking out are quite aggressive, very, very aggressive. You can, you know, evidently see momentum is down, market is falling. Could we rise from the area you've bought from? Of course, we can do anything. But is it likely? Is it likely? From my analysis, from what I'm seeing, no. You know, sometimes you just have to look at the market objectively. You know, what is the market doing? It's falling. You know, should you be buying this? You can. Maybe you've got a strategy around it if you do have a strategy around it. But the fact that you're asking if you should hold it probably means you don't. But I could be wrong. So, you know, should you be buying a market that looks like this? Probably not. Probably not. The chances are that it's going to continue to fall. And even if it doesn't fall, it might just rise for a little bit and then come back down and take you out of the trade, just like what's been doing consistently. You know, if the market starts pushing you up and then starts pulling back and starts creating some higher lows, then the buys here make a lot more sense. Again, they could still fail. They could still fail. Nothing's 100%. But at least you got a bit more probability on your side. You got some evidence that the trend is changing, and we could be looking at going up again. So the buy here is just very, very aggressive. You could catch the falling knife. Price could, you know, move to the upside from this area here and push through. But is it likely? No. But yeah, I mean, you've taken the trade. You probably had some type of plan for it. So my best advice would be to see out that plan. As long as you've got a stop loss in play and you're risking a sensible amount of your account, then obviously just do what you need to do. Because, you know, I don't want to talk you out the trade. You close the trade and then it just goes and hits your TP. Because again, even though probability is against you, the probability can still play out. So my best advice is, as long as you're risking, you know, a logical amount of your capital, got a stop loss in place, you know, see the trade through, win or lose or draw. But going forward, I would suggest maybe waiting for more evidence before looking to buy markets that look like this, because you know, in the long term, you're probably going to experience a lot more losers than winners trying to buy markets like this. Unless, of course, you've got a strategy in play which you're following, then of course just follow that. You know, if you've tested it vigorously. But if not, yeah, I would wait for a bit more evidence first. Expected a good pullback and a big fall. So yeah, I mean, a good pullback could happen. But just because you expect a pullback doesn't mean you should trade the pullback. You know, I had that question asked to me many times, and I'll be saying I think a chart might pull back or it might retrace, but I'm not trading that. It's because, you know, that's not necessarily something that we look to trade. You know, you don't just trade because you think the market will pull back or you think the market will do this. It has to be, you know, exact criteria of why you're entering the trade, and expectation is a very slippery slope to use as a criteria. So because you think the market will pull back, You know, it might pull back. You know, I expect it to pull back too, but will I trade it? Absolutely not. You know, absolutely not. So yeah, do not use expectation for a trade, a reason to enter a trade. Anyway, so and the JPY, okay, we'll take a look at next, and use JPY as well. So yeah, and the JPY, I was looking to buy this one coming into the week. Unfortunately, it broke from my area. As you can see, had some really good confluence here, coming to that prior high, trend line as well, coming to a nice fib level too. But yeah, the market just broke through, and now it's kind of consolidating just underneath the area. So I'm not interested in NZJPY right now. It could still be forming a higher low, because technically, again, we haven't broken any major structure yet. The market's still printing higher. Oh, did not mean to do that. Market's still printing higher lows, still ripping to the upside, creating higher highs, as we can see. So, you know, the overall structure, the market's still up, but it's breaking through my area of confluence. So as for me to be looking for entries, you know, I need to back away unless we recover and start getting back above that area. So NZJPY for me, I'm not seeing a clean opportunity here. In fact, we could actually sell off on the retest of the structure here. Not really my type of trade either, but it's a greater possibility than buys. So with NZJPY, I'm kind of waiting to see if we can get back above 85,388, and then I'll consider looking for some longs again above that. But right now, yeah, I'm just kind of just watching price, because my area of confluence is not holding. I'm not looking to buy. I still am bullish on the market, because again, structure's still up. I haven't broken for any significant structures yet. So I am still very bullish on the NZJPY, but I am not seeing a good place to buy just yet. So I need to hold back. USJPY, we'll take a look at next. S&P, okay, no problem. Hamish, happy to help. I just realized that I wrote dark instead of brighter. 100% I made it darker much. Yeah, I made it darker. Yeah, I mean, is anyone else having problems with the watermark? Because if it is annoying people, I'll just remove it altogether, because the pair and the time frame is in the top left. So I have kind of removed that problem altogether. So I mean, to be fair, the watermark looks very, very dark. It must not be. But yeah, it's gotten brighter. That's a little bit weird. Much more. USJPY, we'll take a look at that one next. Where is USJPY? So yeah, USJPY, I was looking to, well, still am looking to long this one. Come on now, trading view. There we go. So I'm still looking to long USJPY. But yeah, I just need to see some significant retracement. To be fair, we're starting to really pull away from this resistance. So the more we pull away from this resistance, the more likely I'm actually looking to look for some longs on that, actually. And if we can pull back from that, back to 137,500, catch the next higher low, this is looking like a decent opportunity. As you can see with all the higher lows there, could print another one on the retest of 137,500. I was looking at this area coming into the week, but again, very unlikely. The market retraces all the way down there, or it could stall, but it just will probably take a week or two to actually get there, to be honest. But yeah, in terms of targets for USDJPY, I was talking about this area here on the daily chart, which were not too far away, 142, really nice support, resistance there as well. That's where I see the market going before maybe we take a bigger dive to the downside, or we break through and just go back to highs. Nonetheless, you know, that's a very key area that I believe the market could be gravitated towards. So going forward with USDJPY, I'm just looking at pullbacks for this one and some longs. On the lower time frames, there might be some decent levels here the market could have a nice retest of, because again, we might not see the bigger pullbacks. We could just see these minor pullbacks here, and then we could still be looking to push bullish from that. So if you're on the lower time frames, 138.851 is a good area to look at. Probably like on the hourly 30-minute time frame, breaking retest of that level there, looking to long. If you're looking for a deeper pullback and a more significant pullback, you know, 137,500 is looking good. Even 135,500 is looking good as well. just that yeah, it'll have to be a hell of a retracement for us to get there in the first place. So yeah, USJPY still expecting more upside there. Pretty bullish. Again, most GM pairs I'm still pretty bullish on. I mean, some not looking too fantastic to buy at the moment, but you know, quickly scanning through the yen pairs, but still seeing consistent higher highs and higher lows with them. Yeah, some of them are moving choppy 100%, but in terms of the overall direction, yeah, they are very bullish still. So USJPY no different with that one. So a few areas to consider for some pullbacks, but I still expect to see the market continue higher. Okay, so NCPY, UCPY, done that one. Okay, we'll go to FRA40. Have I looked at this pair? I mean, this in the C before? I'm not too sure. Maybe I have, maybe I have not. We'll go take a look, see. I completely forgot to take a look before I did NCPY, UCPY. What? So sorry, Miko. English is my second. Oh, English is your second language. Oh yeah, of course. I completely forget. I mean, you talk like it's your first language. I mean, wow, that's very impressive, Moch. That's very, very impressive. I mean, I only speak one language, so you're doing way better than me, don't you worry. My Japanese is not that good, even though my name is Japanese, but that's the only thing. Actually, no, I know one Japanese word, but it's gone off the top of my head. Yeah, I forget it now. Yeah, I mean, that just shows you how bad it is. So yeah, you're doing way better than me. Oh, some hooting outside. But yeah, you're doing way better than me. So yeah, do not worry about that. Anyway, so we'll go take a look at FRA40. Gee, some people are hooting outside my window. Okay, so interesting. Yeah, have I looked at this market before? I don't think I have. Maybe I have. I'm not too sure. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, the market is still evidently very bullish. We're seeing some healthy retracement right now. We have created some new significant highs as well. So we could either be doing just a slight retracement, or we could be taking a bigger dive. You know, when we do make significant highs, sometimes the market takes a bigger dive and then continues. Or we could just be looking at playing this play here to continue a little bit further before we do take a bigger dive. That is, those are the two kind of possibilities. Obviously, right now, I would still be favoring the more upside. If we start breaking structure or creating some more lower lows and lower highs, then we could be looking at that bigger dive to the downside. But right now, buys are looking very, very good around 71.60. You know, we've had this first kind of retracement. Maybe people got into the trade a little bit too early around here, expecting more upside. This aggressive move definitely wiped out a lot of people, and this is kind of giving us a big bull flag. So big impulse, correction 1, correction 2, coming back to some really key areas here. You know, this is looking like a really nice place to buy around 71.60. 71.60 is where I'm looking to long. Well, I'm not looking to long, where possibly you could look to long. So, FRA40 around 71.60. We could drop a little bit deeper too, but this is looking like a very, very good level. Was resistance on the left, broke through, a lot of momentum. You know, we're seeing a heavy sell-off into that level, taking out some weaker lows. You know, this is looking like a pretty good place. And also, if I do connect to the high lows here too, you know, 1, 2, and possibly a third one, we've got some good confidence stacked at this area, and I'm pretty sure probably coming to the 50 or the 0.618 of this area. Yeah, 50, 0.618, coming to some really good areas of confidence too. So yeah, as things stands, this one looking like a very, very nice market to be looking to long. And if we do break through this structure, it probably means that, okay, the market's going to have that deeper retracement. So then the sales just become, you know, a really good opportunity for us later on. But right now, you know, around this area here is looking like a very, very nice place to go long, and naturally targets, you know, back to highs or wherever you want to take your targets to. But I'm seeing a very nice swing opportunity around the 71.60 mark, so keep an eye out for it. But yeah, I do actually like the opportunity here. Okay, you're looking for a sell. If there's a breakout on the daily trend, where do you think TP? Okay, so if you're looking for a sell, because I think you're talking about this channel here, if that breaks. So if you're looking for a sell, naturally your TP would be the prior low. So if you're looking for a sell, the market to break through this area, then yeah, naturally your TP would be, or at least one of your TPs. I mean, it could be this low here too, because normally with, I'm not too sure if we're Elliott waves, I think maybe Elliott waves, but normally with ascending channels, if the market does break the ascending channel, you do expect it to come back to the origin of the channel, which would be this low here. So if we do go and break through this, then you would expect to push back down to 41, or 64, sorry, I don't know why I said 41. Yeah, you will be expecting a push back down to 64. So this could be your TP. If you don't want to push the trade so far, then that could be a TP. But either which way, these significant lows here make up for good take profit areas. Very, very simple and logical as well. And if you are going to push your trade to 64, this is a great place to secure profit and move your stop loss to break even, or whatever, how you want to look to manage the trade. But from a TP perspective, either one of these lows will be a good TP. Again, as to which one you choose, it just depends on your risk reward and how aggressive you are with your targets. This as your TP, more likelihood of getting hit, but obviously if it does get hit, you would make less profit if you had your TP hit. Obviously less probability of getting hit, but then if it does get hit, you probably make double of what you made before. So each level comes with its pros and cons. Yeah, if I was going to take the trade, I'll just be looking for like 1 to 3, 1 to 4. So wherever that lies is probably where I'll be pushing. So if I can get 1 to 3 into there, happy days. If not, then I'll push it to the second area. But yeah, hopefully that made sense. Okay, so we'll take a look at S&P next. Rock Investor Pro. I'm in NZJPY at 86,300. Okay, are you selling or buying? Are you selling or buying 86,300? First, let me take a look at the old S&P. Okay, so yeah, earlier in the stream we were talking about some sales around 41.50 and 41.80, which still look good. Again, I said it would be nice if the market did break for the low here at 4100, but we didn't quite make it. So personally for me, I'd probably prefer shorts around 1480, but 1450 is not bad. Kind of still playing into that left head, right shoulder sort of pattern. Decent structure there, was resistance before. In the lower time frames, the retracement's looking pretty healthy as well. Got some weaker highs here, to go and take that out and then see a nice move back down. Or if the market wants to push bullish, we've got 41.50 up there. Let me just remove this level here because it's not really a good level. But 41.80 looks good as well. So either one of those areas looks like a good place to short. Again, it's important that you're looking for your entry confirmation, and also we are still kind of counter trend here. We have had a pretty bullish move here, so the sells are slightly unfavored. So I wouldn't be so greedy with the TPs. And if you can make your take your profit earlier, then you probably would, or at least manage your trade and take partials earlier. Maybe not necessarily a TP, but maybe a partial area. So yeah, US 500, some sells look good because again we are still rejecting heavy resistance and still failing to break through. So best case scenario, this could be the start of a reversal. Worst case scenario, the market's still bullish and breaks through the zone. And in case if it does break through the zone, then we could actually get some really nice longs afterwards. But yeah, right now sales look good, but it's still a bit of a counter trend play, so I wouldn't be too aggressive. Okay, so NZJPY 86,300. NZDCAD will take a look. Tanjib, thanks Miko for giving analysis for both sell and buy. Happy to help. Andreas, kind of looks like UK100 that. Okay, yeah, it does sort of. I mean, price has obviously created some new highs. for US 100 as well, past this major point here. But in terms of FAR 40, that one's making significant new highs. This one's only breaking through the high down the left. So in terms of the location, you know, if US 100 was up here and making new highs there, then they'll be very, very alike. But I see your point. They're still pretty bullish, making new highs. But yeah, not quite at the same place. But yeah, both are still pretty bullish, and looks like maybe they could probably be seeing still more upside. But I would prefer FRA 40 over US 100. Okay, so ends the JPY. So Rock Investor, I'm gonna zoom your 86,300. So 86,300 is roughly around here. So I'll zoom your selling. I'll zoom your selling from here. If so, very, very nice trade. Congratulations, good momentum there. Where's the TP? Probably here, maybe. Thank you so much, Gandamite, for subscribing. If you guys are enjoying the channel, please be sure to like and subscribe. I really do appreciate it. Thank you to everyone who has liked and subscribed so far. I do really appreciate you guys. And yeah, feel free to check out the Telegram and hit the bell as well so you don't miss out any streams uploads in the future. I will be live again shortly after this stream at 1:45 UK time, so wherever that is where you are in the world. I will be live again shortly with Trade Nick and A1 Trading. We chat about stuff, trades that we're in, markets, whatever. So yeah, be sure to check out that stream as well. I'll leave a link in the Telegram to that stream. But yeah, thank you for the likes and subscriptions. Okay, so yeah, nice short up there. I'm expecting it to be a short. If it's a long, you probably want to get out the trade. But it's a short, very nice trade there. Logically, probably a TP around there now that the market is broken through this area here as well. So yeah, shorts look good. Market right now consolidating. If it can get nice closure outside this area here as well, you know, that'll probably start some more momentum to the downside. Probably look at actually adding some trades on the low time frames. But yeah, NJ price shorts looking pretty good. And next kind of logical area, 84. Nice little target too. Obviously lines up with a key resistance there too. So the chances are, if you do snap through 84.761 on the low time frames, 84 is probably where we're headed to next. So yeah, looking pretty good for the sells. And if you're in a long, probably close the trade. Okay, so SD CAD we'll take a look at next. Okay, yes, sell TPA4. Nice. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much what we were talking about. So looking good there, Rock Investor. Just want to manage that trade and see how things develop. But yeah, if we can break through that low there, you know, should see floodgates open back down to 84. But yeah, right now kind of just consolidating. Price trying to, you know, make its mind up which way it wants to go. We will see. Anyway, so NZD CAD. So NZD CAD, we were talking about this one not too long ago. I said some shorts look good on the retest of 83,699. I'm not really a big fan of taking reversals. I understand that price is at a very strong support level here. We might see some upside from this level. I'm not interested in NZD CAD longs. Overall, the higher time frame, you know, big bullish move here, big impulse correction, could see another big impulse to the upside. But I want price to start committing above the highs first. If you can do that, that'll be fantastic. Then I'll be looking for the retest of 0.85. And then, yeah, longs after that will be looking fantastic as well. But right now, I'm looking at some more downside to 0.82694. If we can get a retest of that, then possibly maybe new lows and we continue the descending channel. But yeah, NZD CAD for me, shorts look good up there. Right now, I wouldn't touch the pair. The market's kind of just moving sideways. Might see a bullish move, might not see a bullish move. You know, I'm not trying to catch a falling knife. The market is looking unbelievably bearish right now. If you guys are looking for some short-term buys, then possibly, but I would never look for a trade like that. A retest of this does look good though. You know, humongous impulse to the downside. Let's see if we can get some retracement, you know, coming back to that area. Got the 50 not too far away. See if you can respect that level, come back down again. So yeah, shorts around here look good, but obviously we've got a long way to go to retrace to actually get there. But yeah, entity CAD I'm still pretty bearish on, so expecting more downside for that currency, that pair. But yeah, so currently still in pound Swiss. Not really looking at any other pairs. I mean, I am eyeing up some JPY pairs for some longs, but none of them are quite forming just yet. Gold, I'm kind of writing off. It's nowhere near my level of interest. So yeah, I'm just going to kind of stay away from gold. USD CAD, I'm starting to eye up again. USD CAD looking for the retest of 1.354. So this one has crept its way onto the watch list. Really nice structure, market creating higher lows. Now we're seeing some good momentum to the upside here as well. This was a very, very important leg, which we just saw yesterday, I believe. Yeah, yesterday, which committed to the upside, broke through the highs here on the left. So yeah, USD CAD is looking very, very attractive. As you can see, some good pullbacks. You know, targets back to the left here into the high 1.365, and then we could probably start looking at some highs here on the left, and overall looking at 1.39 eventually. So yeah, USD CAD longs is what I'm after. I think that's the top of my watch list, apart from obviously pound CHF, which I'm trading right now. Yeah, I'd probably say that is it. USD not much there with that one. Gold, not much. Euro USD, not really interested in these pairs right now. I think USD CAD is the only dollar pair I'm kind of interested in. Actually, AUD looks good, but that needs a big retracement first. Whereas AU, there we go. So yeah, AU looks good. With a breaking structure, key support getting broken. So I'm expecting a lot more downside for AU and USD as well. So those pairs look very, very good for next week. Very, very good for next week. But yeah, some retracement is needed. There's no way I'm selling USD after this humongous bearish leg there. I need to see some retracement before I even consider. So yeah, we'll let you guys know if I do get into any other positions. I'll let you know in the Telegram, so feel free to check it out. Link in the description. And again, make sure you do use the link to the Telegram, because there's other Telegrams, excuse me, with my name, which are scamming people, unfortunately. So make sure you use the link to get to my. Oh, I just hit the mic. Hope I haven't deafened anyone. But make sure you do use the link in the description to the Telegram, because then they'll take you to the actual one. But yeah, I'll let you guys know if I do get into any positions. I'm going to be live again later today in literally like an hour and 45 minutes. So I'll leave the link to that stream with Trade Nick's channel. So I hope to see you guys there. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for coming onto the stream. I really do appreciate it. Thank you to everyone who has liked and subscribed as well. I do appreciate you. And yeah, hit the bell so you don't miss out on any streams uploads in the future. I will be uploading another video tomorrow on Friday as well, and obviously the analysis on the weekend, so do stay tuned for that. But thank you so much, guys, for coming onto the stream. Have a fantastic day. If I don't see you tomorrow, and if I don't see you later today on Trade Nick stream, have a great weekend, and I'll catch you all next time. What?